Happy New Year, guys. Welcome to 2020. So I know you've set New Year resolutions, you've set out plans for the year and how it's going to flow. If you haven't, please, I beg you, take time off and plan for the year. Why is it important? Because it shows you're being intentional about your life. The reason why we put out videos on how to live a wholesome life is so that you can be more intentional about life. Like, living a wholesome life is about being intentional. Speaking of New Year resolutions, today's episode, we are going to be talking about ways to make and keep smart New Year resolutions. For long, I have been setting New Year resolutions, and the only time I look at the plans that I have set is in December when the year is ending. And often at times, I only achieve like 10% out of the 100 that I have set out. So this year I decided, you know what, it's going to be different. Vicky and I have sat down and planned out our year. Everything is not like on point and perfect, but we have an idea of where we are going throughout this year. New Year resolutions do not fail because they are inherently doomed. They fail because people tend not to know how to address them and not to quit even when they fail certain weeks and months when they are into those plans that they have set out. The thing I need you to note about this point that I've made, it is not about the goal. It's all about the approach and your plan to accomplish it. Saying you want to lose weight, you want to save money, you want to buy land, you want to get a driving permit, you want to get a passport, you want to buy a car, isn't setting down concrete goals. It is just wishful thinking, like you're just making wishes. Those are just wishes. Giving your goals details gives them life and makes them real. I'll give you an example. If I want to save 10 million Ugandan shillings within a year, I need to have a detailed plan on how I'm going to do that. That means I need to have a detailed plan on how much I'm going to save within a month. I'm going to have a detailed plan on how much I'm going to save within a week, a detailed plan on how much I'm going to save within a day, and a detailed plan on how much I'm going to save within per hour. That's if I'm working per hour. Bill Gates once said most people overestimate what they can do within a year and underestimate what they can do within 10 years. To be honest with you, we live in a very fast-paced world. Like, it's so fast-paced. We want fast foods, we want fast internet, we want fast this, we want fast that. Everything we want it to be fast. I'm not saying that we need to like go back into that age where things are slow. No, it's a good thing for things to be fast. But sometimes we overestimate what we can do in certain periods of time and we underestimate what we can do in longer periods of time. So the downfall of most New Year resolutions is the fact that people tend to dive head first into big goals and they fail. And eventually they give up. So break down your goals into attainable increments. Starting small is not failing. It is easing into sustainable habits that will change how you eat, how you work, how you save, how you exercise, how you do daily habits. All right? It is just easing into sustainable habits. It makes your mind adjust to like the fact that you're taking on big things, but in a way that they are achievable. It is very okay to fail. If you have a big goal, and as I said in the previous point, you've broken down into smaller increments, chances are that you will succeed some days, some weeks, some months, and others you will fail. But that is very, very fine. There is a guy here, he's called Thomas Edison. The guy failed 1,000 times. Actually, he had 1,000 unsuccessful attempts. Unsuccessful, it's not failure. So when you fail, just know that you won't be the first one who has failed. If that guy never tried those 1,000 unsuccessful attempts, we wouldn't be with this light bulb that is actually lighting me up. Technology has advanced and we are using LEDs, which I'm currently using. But it is all because of him that there was a possibility for this to be done. The difference between people who create big changes in their lives and those who do not is those who refuse to quit when they fail, when people tell them that they are crazy and can't possibly accomplish what their goals are. Those guys that keep going, the likes of Bill Gates, the likes of Nelson Mandela, the likes of Steve Jobs, the likes of Samuel Elvis, the likes of you guys, the likes of everyone that is watching, keep up that spirit, keep going. Setting deadlines is the key to success, especially for big goals. So if you don't set a deadline to something that, to a plan that you've set out, it is just wishful thinking. You can only successfully break down goals into increments if you set deadlines for each increment. It makes your goals more concrete, like it makes them more real and creates the urgency for you to begin. Vicky and I did gang. Vicky did 2018 gang, I did 2017 gang. What is gang? Gang is a space where young adults from university, most especially, go into a 1-year intense training to be discipled in these 5 capitals: the spiritual, physical, relational, intellectual, and financial capitals. And what happens here, you're challenged to read 2 books a month, write the synopsis, travel out in a plane, go to a summit. It's in Kenya called Fearless Summit. Start up a missional community or a transformational project within your community. Gift exchanges. Generally, it is a place where you're stretched before you go into the world. And the thing that I learned from the group that I was in, the group that was being facilitated by Moses Mukisa and Ari, the lead pastors of a small community church that is called Worship Harvest, is the 6x6. So what 6x6 basically means is what 6 things am I going to do in the next 6 weeks? It's just as simple as that. That helped me a lot to break down all my year's resolutions into small attainable goals. Again, that word keeps coming back. Small increments, guys. Small increments is really, really important. Let's not take on big chunks that we can't afford to take on and then get disappointed. When you accomplish a task, it is very important to reward yourself. I, for one, love ice cream, so whenever I accomplish a task, I go and buy myself ice cream and treat myself for the fact that I have accomplished this task. The question of today is what New Year resolutions have you set out for 2020 and how do you plan on accomplishing them? Thank you so much for watching. If you have reached the end of the video and you have not yet subscribed, please consider subscribing. Most importantly, don't forget to hit the bell notification button so that you can get notified when we upload and post new videos. If you've liked this video, please consider sharing it with other people that you think it will be of great help to. Until next time, remember to stay positive, step out of your comfort zone, and live an extraordinary life.